Hi, Cheryl Ling. I know it can't never be sure about the hair thing, even though I feel like my hair should be so good to live to see another day. I want to say it with zealousness, but I can't. Just had enough with this roommate thing. Mark, if you're listening to me, you got to go. And he knows it too. Like I said, you know, if you live to be at least 20, 30 years old, or maybe he lived with his mother. I'm talking about this roommate nightmare situation. And I said the word nightmare. It's been a nightmare, all right? I should not have, I don't want to put down conservatives, because when I talk to people, a lot of times that we don't mesh, and immediately you know if they're liberals, and it's strange. A lot of white folks are very liberal, maybe because they were taught. So again, we got to shake up the school system and get the snakes out. The faculties are hiring all these damn libs. It's not a good word. Liberal is not a good word. All right. I don't know. I don't want to use like an analogy of being pornographic, but no, it's basically communism. If you like communism, you can't even fathom. See, you cannot even fathom. It's so bad. It's redistributing everything. It's like Robin Hood. I used to think Robin Hood was good. See, they tried to indoctrinate me when I was a kid. Of course, because China are all communists. So they like the Robin Hood thing. It's like robbing the rich to the poor. You're always creating this so-called class warfare. Oh, see, they got a house, they got a car, oh, they got a Mercedes or whatever. You don't have nothing. So they ought to sell their the extra car, Mercedes, and give it to you. You know, it sounds good. And then you get all these people aligned with you, and then you start to rob the ones who work hard, or however they got it. But the resentment is constantly, they haven't take what they got and give it to you. Okay, so it's not just giving it to you. Now, for them to get votes, because it's a power thing, you want to get 10 more votes, right? Because 10 of them saying, well, we don't want to do that. We work hard for our shit. Yes, I said it. Your house and your car, you work hard. And they take it out right out of your check before you even see it. Poof! It's like puff of smoke. So you go, wow, I thought I was making $600 a week, but my check is just $310. And they feel good to give you $10 because they want to take half of it. And then you have to do everything according to the books, 1,000 pages. Oh, so I can deduct this, meaning that you will try to fight it, get it back from the taxes. I can deduct this because in order to make this $600 a week, I have to drive so many miles, and then you have to write them down. So they make it so hard for you to try to get your money back. It's the same theory, the same thing, not a theory. It's a fact about plastics. They take it out of your pocket so you don't even know. Every time you buy something and then you want a bag, now they don't even say in California, they don't even say it's going to cost you 10 cents. And you say, oh, 10 cents is nothing. Well, you know, 10 cents here, 10 cents there, and pretty soon they're able to take more and more, and if you don't fight back, they're going to take everything. We'll be like Venezuela. So what happened is nobody wants to work anymore because, now, yes, it's true now they're proposing that. Mark Zuckerberg of the Facebook they're saying, I don't know why I sound so goofy, but you know, they're saying they want to pay everybody now. Everybody should get this so-called universal income because they feel bad. Everything is going to robotics, even checkouts and stuff. We don't need people anymore. Oh, imagine that. You get a universal. Oh, you said that's great. You get $12,000 a year. Don't do anything. But then they demand half of it. Got to go to pay your own health care. So you're going to spend half of it. Let me get this straight. You're going to spend $6,000 for your living livelihood. You're probably not going to be able to afford anything except for sugar and water and bread. And then you're going to get diabetes, so you're going to spend the other $6 because you're going to be fat, all right? The thing is, you know, I don't want to make you feel bad that I don't believe that we all have a fat gene. And even if you feel like maybe the card was stacked against you, you tend to gain weight, then cut out the things, cut out sugar and cut out carbohydrate. That gonna make you gain weight. I mean, it's the truth. It's a battle that we fight. But then imagine you have more time in your hands because, oh no way, I'm gonna go to the field and pick strawberries or work on crab boats. You see what I'm saying? Because now everybody's lazy. They don't want to do all these labors in the hot sauna or whatever. There is no incentive for people to work. They used to be able to make a living. Now they cannot because half of the money taken out. So now I'm discouraged. I'm on the employment, disability. They file for disability even though there's nothing wrong with them. I've seen people there. I said I should file for disability because I had a broken hip. But I mean, I've seen people that, well, thank God, I'm fighting, I'm here. Am I not? Here. So are you with me? And I don't know what to do with Mark. I told you about the roommate Mark, the old guy. I talked to my counselor. I don't have a psychiatrist. Why do I want to pay a psychiatrist? I call my church a prayer line. And I know, it's like always crisis, right? Everything is a crisis. So Shireen is actually my counselor. I hate to say this because she understands me. She is from, I don't know, Indonesia or somewhere, that Singapore or somewhere, Hong Kong, I don't know. They have gone through the same kind of a communistic regime. So when you go through that, then you can appreciate. Yeah, I'm telling you, if the slogan is, you got one set of clothes, you wear it for 3 years, and you sew it for 3 years after you wash it, and what is it? They say you wear it new for 3 years, wear it beat up for 3 years, and then you sew with the shrunken cloths for another 3 years. So one set of clothing ought to last you 9 years. And you got to get a little ticket to get a pair of shoes. I mean, that's what it is. Because it's redistributing. And I shown you an analogy when I was in Trader Joe's. They have this carafe of coffee. Everybody's waiting in line with a tiny cup. It's just a sampler. It's free. People say, oh, it's free. They get a little cup of little chow. They put out a little salad mixed with chicken. Or, I'm not really interested in all that. But I told you, a Latino woman who was just indignified. That carafe is empty. Come fill it now. So the worker there was a black guy's like, even the black guy was scared. I couldn't believe it. Grab the carafe and immediately go to the back and fill it. I wouldn't be surprised that Trader Joe's won't offer free sampling of coffee after this. It's just the attitude. And, I'm just saying the Latino woman thinks she's doing something righteous. She came and got me. She said, coffee now. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I think I'm wide awake now. I don't need a coffee. So waiting in line, get a little bit of cup. It's very humiliating. But people we don't care. We don't have any conscience anymore. So now I'm just saying, yes, you have shame. So that's why instead of saying, well, I'm gonna try to earn and make something, because the Bible says that if you don't work, you don't eat. That's what the word says. I didn't say it. If you don't work, you don't eat. So now instead of feeling ashamed about using the food stamps, they don't call it food stamp. How dare you? It's called nutritional supplement. I mean, not to spit on you. EBT, I don't even know what that stands for. Anyway, so it's called nutritional supplement. It comes with a little debit card. It's so slick, you can't even tell. It used to be like a booklet. They have to tear it out, when they go to the cashier. It's so embarrassed. Everybody else looking, oh, you're on food stamps. You're on public money. Anyways, what I was really going to say is, I was very angry at this Mark Reiner, my roommate. I mean, I don't care. I want to send him the video. Even though he is a conservative, and I believe that, he's been around, so he knows a lot of stuff, and actually told me some of the things that are very eye-opening. But this is life. It's weird, even though you feel like, oh yeah, you're conservative people, you ought to be able to get along, but it's life. The guy is like a petulant child. I said, how long have you lived on the face of the earth? I don't know. If you're 30, 60 years old, 70 years old, you had your own home, Didn't you know that? You know, like not to treat your toilet as if it says what do I say that? As a farm toy, like you can bang it and break it. I don't know if, like I said, he broke the toilet. All right, so things break. I mean, it started to run. The fact that Mark came to me, and this is like July, the beginning of July, months ago. So now it's August, obviously. August 1st, yeah. Gave him the third, and he's got to go. He said, I hear something like at night. I couldn't even sleep. It feel like this shh, but I don't know if it's in the wall. I don't know what it is. He's got his own bathroom, right? Toilet and everything. I go, in the wall? Are you sure? He said, yeah, it's so bad. Sometimes I have to put earplugs. And instead of letting me go check it out, not that I'm the expert, but I would definitely be able to discern, would look around, because I'd be a nervous freak if water's running. If you live in a house, if there's water running, that you know you're in deep kimchi. Because the plumbers don't come out to your house, the router guy, they're not going to leave for less than $100. And then by the time they take it to your house, they'll charge you up to $2,000 for nothing for a $10 toilet float. All right? That's the way they are. Because anything that involves water is very expensive. And not to mention that damn Jerry Brown is stealing our $250 billion a year that he raised the tax, set aside that money to fix the dam and bring us more dam to accommodate the water. Nothing. $250 billion for illegals. So every illegal can come in here and get a paycheck. I hate to say that, like, oh, now I'm going to tell them that. Now they're going to go, oh, where can I get that paycheck, right? But they already know. That's why they came here. They would risk their lives. I mean, how much can you put up with this crap? So, I don't know. I can't help myself but veered off into that. Anyway, so the toilet was running. That's the bottom line. Because he wouldn't let me go take a look. I mean, I respect people's privacies or whatever. But from now on, anything suspected going broken, or I don't want to say that I'm going to hold you responsible, but if the negligence or not telling me so I can get that remedied, then it's a crime. It really is a crime, because now I'm going to get the water. So the water money, what I'm trying to say is, instead of keeping the water is gone. All right? We had a hurricane, a El Nino beyond belief season earlier this year. If you guys don't remember, I remind you that our dams, they are broken, busted, because overflow. They don't want, go on YouTube, they don't want you to know that. Dams stealing your fucking money, and there is no place to store the water. So now it's gone. It flew back into the ocean. It overflew. Remember, it broke the dams, and they tried to hush it up. They said there was overflowing dam. Tried to hush it up because the money, the $250 billion, for crying out loud. I'm going insane. All right. So that compounds the problem. What I'm saying is, we don't have enough water, and that even if we do have enough water, the fucking Democrats will tell us that we don't, so they can charge us. The water is on a escalating tiers. If you use over so-called the cubic feet, 100 cubic feet, then the price doubled. And if you go over the 200 cubic feet, whatever it is, it triples. So they punish you for using water. You understand? So water is commodity in California. And Mark Reiner, you don't let my faucet and the toilet run for a whole fucking month. And now he's like saying, and then by the time I got somebody to come, you know how hard it is. But I see right away, it was the valve, the toilet. When you flush it too hard, I mean, those things breaks. But because of the rough use, it breaks faster. So it's not the first time he broke that thing, or sometimes if you don't flush it properly, the valve doesn't close, so the water drains out. It's not just the waste, it's also endangering your whole plumbing system, because over time, you know, it will break your pipes and regulators. Anyways, so I got somebody showing up at 7 at night, all right, and I got the parts or fluid master or whatever. And now the funny thing is, Mark, he is here fucking stopping the guy from coming in to fix it. He said, go away, come back another time. I go, it cannot go away. I already texted to you, 7 to 8. He will be here. This is urgent, because for 1 whole month he didn't tell me what the hell was going on. I had enough, all right? You know, sorry if I kind of lose my temper, but I had enough. And he had the nerve, and then the next day I hear water running again. I ran upstairs. He broke another toilet. It's upstairs. Nobody uses upstairs toilets, so why do I want to fix it? I'm just turning it off. I don't want to fix it. I'm just saying, this is life. Life, little things. Flushing your freaking waste, human waste, can drive a wedge. I don't care how big an aristocrat, or you know how great an artist, how much you can sing, and how beautiful you are, but little things, little worms, little yeast leavens the whole lump. So I lost it. I said, you have to go. And I thought I was being reasonable. I said, you have to go. But then I said, you need to reimburse me at least $50 for the freaking hassles, and he refused. So, you know, it's not worth it. My time is worth money. If I have to call around, wait for people, I have to go and buy the parts, and then I have to participate in the repairs because his ignorance, it's just not right. So I'm saying to Mark, this is not right, and that's it. I cannot deal with a petulant child who is 70 years old, a 70-year-old petulant child. Goodbye, see you later.